Hey, yo, 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 yo. What's good with you, man? This your guy, Mel, man. What's good with y'all, man? How y'all doing out there today? How my lovely people doing today? Man, look, man, I got a conversation I want to talk with y'all about, man. Just kind of want to talk with y'all. I don't know. This is kind of like a question because I don't want it's a tough situation to talk on, but it's a question that I just want to ask. So I'm gonna say more of a question and I don't know if it's a opinion more. I wanted to say this is a question. So I'm gonna play a video. Look at this video, and we'll talk about it, and then we're gonna go from there. So let's jump into it. But as always, like I always say, I don't have them buttons that slide up yet, and all the managers and everything to tell you to go check out, like, subscribe, and follow. I don't have them yet, but we coming. We are getting there. I'm building a new I Am Mailman website. So that's gonna be a subscription-based website. We getting that set up to go for the 2023 year, and that'll be live. And yes, it is subscription-based, but it's gonna be worth it to be a subscriber to my subscription because not only is it's gonna be you'll pay a subscription, but the giveaways are gonna get so much, so good. Now, trust me, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. The vision that I have for this is unlike anybody out doing it now. Is huge. And if it is, it might be some. I ain't gonna say it's some people that's doing it, but I'm my vision is what I've seen some people doing, but on a grander scale of how I want to do. So, and this is me building a brand from the ground up. This is like, so it's nobody but me building this brand and taking the vision that I see in my brain to bring it to fruition, to life, so y'all can be able to see it and manifesting this. So y'all are on the journey with me as I grow this brand and manifest this brand into something profitable, something fun, something that can become a bigger company. A lot of things that's gonna go. So y'all gonna be able to see my vision come out of my brain onto the screen and then in more places. So just I hope y'all enjoy the ride. I know a lot of y'all are going to have fun with what I'm building. So, hey, let's talk about this though. Let's talk about it. Let's jump into this. Let's run this video, and we'll come back.
Gregory Green of Michigan killed his wife and their unborn child in 1991 by stabbing her in the face and chest. He then dialed 911, confessed to the killing, and awaited the arrival of police.
Now, I would have assumed just to cut in that's a red flag if the guy done killed his wife and his first child, and then calling and admitted it that he did it. Like, hey, I killed him. I don't know why I just killed him or whatever how he ever did, but did it. And he ain't lied to you about that. He yes. No excuse, no nothing. Yes, I killed him. That would have probably been a red flag, I would think. Let's keep watching.
Green was granted parole after spending almost 16 years in jail for murder, with the help of his loved ones and friends, including a pastor who fought on his behalf and whose daughter Green would later marry. Tragically, he would later brutally assault his new wife and then
Now, I want y'all to remember, y'all heard the pastor helped him, and then he married the pastor's daughter. So they just said in the video. So obviously, they would have got some insight of knowing what went on. Let's keep watching.
kill her two kids from a previous relationship, as well as the two daughters he shared with her. What would make him kill his family twice, and how could someone who committed such a brutal crime the first time ever be granted parole? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Detroit, Michigan. A pastor in Detroit named Fred Harris wrote to the Michigan Parole Board in August 2005, stating, "Gregory and I were friends before his mishap, and he was incarcerated. He was a member of our church. I feel he has paid for his unfortunate lack of self-control and the damage he has caused as much as possible, and is sorry." Harris wrote once again a year later. If he was to be released, he would be welcomed as a part of our church community, and whatever we could do to help him adjust, we would. Green married the pastor's daughter, Faith Harris, after his 2008 release. The couple had two daughters, Coy, age 5, and Kaylee, age 4. In the early hours of September 21, 2016, Gregory tied his wife up in the basement of their house in Dearborn Heights, Michigan, a suburb of Detroit. Her face had been sliced with a box cutter, and that her foot had been shot. She was surrounded by her two teenage children who had been shot to death. They were killed right in front of her. Her two young daughters she shared with Gregory were found dead upstairs in their bedroom. They were dead from carbon monoxide poisoning.
All right, y'all. So let's stop it right there. Let's stop it right there. And all right. So, like I say, this is more of a question. First, I want to start out like this. I'm asking this question because I feel like, hey, sometimes you have to know. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't. This is like a situation. I don't want nobody to feel like it's not a victim blaming. Cause trust me, this is a hard situation. And your update. I just seen an update video, um, where she was did an interview that was 6 years later. So I want to really talk about this, man. Like why do women date guys and put their family in this bad situation? I want to know why. All right. So like I was saying, I don't want to say I'm pointing a finger at her like, hey, it's your fault. But she still made the decision though. That's the question. She made that decision. Well, I mean, not the question. That's a fact. Is she made the decision to date him after knowing um what he was incarcerated for. Now, is this lady has to live with this, oh man, for life. Like every day she wake up, she has to live with this, man. And it takes a strong woman to do that, to continually live with this and move forward. So that's very, I commend her to continue to be figure out how to live with that and keep pushing forward. But now, here's my thing. Do I feel like a person should be able to get a second chance in life? Yeah, a person should be able to get a second chance in life. Yes, I do. I feel like, if people make mistakes, some things, is a mistake bound that you do make a mistake. Some things are out of necessity you have to do. Or you don't, well, I wouldn't say you have to do, but out of necessity, it's like, hey, I gotta do this or this happened, this action happened. When what I mean that would be a necessity. Some people might say, oh no, it ain't nothing of necessity to commit a crime. You could have a person that's starving, their kids starving, and don't have no money, or somebody stole their money, or their money got lost, or something could have happened inconveniently, and they go in the store and steal some bologna and crackers. Maybe they asked somebody, they wouldn't let them do it, and they needed some bologna and crackers just to feed their kids for that night. And they got caught trying to do that and something, then you get arrested. They're like, oh, okay. Um, just like something that you understand, like you broke, you ain't got nothing. You just, it ain't like I'm trying to steal the most expensive. I'm just bologna and crackers. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't have the $5 to buy it. This is what we need to hold us over for the night. Um, that's it. So that's what I'm saying. Some things might be understandable, but nah, this situation here, this guy killed his whole first family. His whole first family killed them, wife and the baby. He killed both of them. Went to jail. All right. When you go to jail, he does the time in jail. When he do the time in jail, um, now he does the time in jail, and the pastor, which is the second victim's dad, he's a pastor of the church. He writes on his behalf to the parole board, okay, to get him released. Um, It didn't go down. It didn't get released for that time. Then a year later, he comes back up for parole. Pastor writes again, say, hey, he got the backing of the church. I knew the young man before, and so forth on. You know, you can watch the video and see what he knew. This time he gets parole. And when he gets paroled out, that's cool. He helping him. I get it. I got you. You helping him. You want to get him do a second chance. But now, okay, he marries your daughter. I was as a father, I'm gonna be like, no, oh no, buddy, no, nah, not mine, not my daughter. But I guess the pastor was kind of looking, hey, I believe in the man that he's a rehabilitated man, and to show them my belief, I'm gonna, you get my hand and blessing to marry my date and marry my daughter, so forth over. I don't know, maybe whatever the fact may be. All right, so but the daughter, she was grown. Just because your dad may believe into it, you have other little lives you got to think about. It's not just about your life. You are taking these little ones and putting them in the presence of this man that has shown you he would kill kids. He would kill them and call the police and tell you he don't have no problem with it. And we talking little bitty kids. So he didn't. This is documented proof that you know this. And then kill the wife before then. Why would you put yourself and your kids in that situation? I don't get it. I'm trying to understand it, to see the ideology of it behind it, the thought process, the the thinking. I don't get it, because that was not a good situation. And okay, you made that decision. If that's what you wanted to do and you wanted to date him and build a relationship with him, by all means, okay, cool. That's what you can do. You got the right to do that now. But you didn't have the right to put them kids' life in danger. They were just beginning their life. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, y'all had probably been together for some years. They were just beginning their life. Come on. Now, I'm gonna shoot through a couple of things in here that I read. But that I'm in the video, that was said in the video. Nah, one thing she got in the video, that she said that she filed for divorce 3 times. And then she said he tried to make her leave. Even if it's your home, weigh the eyes. I know in hindsight you might look at it differently, but that was your home. And he told you several times, leave, or this could happen, he gonna do this. Your chest stuck out. Instead of just saying, nah, I don't, even if you paying the bills, I get it. You paying the bills. It's your crib. It might be under your name. But was it worth it to go back and forth and put your kids in danger? Or would it have been easier to just say, you know what? Let me leave, file whatever paperwork I need to file, and move on. Now, some people gonna say, yeah, Mel, it ain't that easy. You don't understand. How is it not that easy? Walking away is easy for that situation. To leave, he could have left in the middle of the night with the kids. He not really told you to leave, so he must wasn't trying to stop you from leaving. So why you didn't leave? You still chose to keep coming to the same house with this man that has showed you his tendencies before, instead of just choosing to go ahead and leave. And even if you had to start over again, if you could have put the house up for sale, or maybe you couldn't put the house up because it need his signature too to put it up for sale. It might have really ruined your credit or something when you got to start. I get it. But at least you can rebuild. You would rather rebuild your credit, because you can't rebuild your family that you had before then. It's just no way to rebuild it. So my thing, what I'm saying is that when a person tell you to leave, don't Don't look at them, man. I pay for this, I pay for that, and this person need to do this. That's cool. I get it. But if that person don't feel like they got nothing to lose, but you got everything to lose, leave. It ain't worth it because the mother is still here, and none of the kids, the two older ones that wasn't his, he they didn't choose to date him. That was a decision made from the mom. The two babies, I don't even see how a father could do that. That I don't see how as a I can't even call him a father because I don't know what he was because the father wouldn't have did that. Not no real dad. Not no real. I can't call him that. I don't know. I guess a sperm donor. That's a sperm donor, but to do something that heinous, but it was proven you would do it. So I guess you can't be ass shot because you done showed already you would do it. But the two babies that he took out, that was um they didn't ask to be here, but hey, they didn't ask for him to be their dad either. But you chose to lay down and reproduce with him and bring them into life, and they lost their life because of the decision that you choose to lay down, reproduce, bring two babies in the world, and they lost their life because of the decision that both of y'all made. It's both of y'all made this decision that could have been avoided, but now all four of them are gone and would never get to experience life to the fullest, and they left in a heinous way. That was such a that was a horrible way, man. The way that all four of them babies died, but it could have been avoided. And I'm again, I'm not trying to. I'm just not trying to point fingers, but I'm just saying the decision was made by the mom. You can't neglect that fact. You can't neglect it. That decision was made by the mom. That man entered the life by the mom. That right there was all her decision. Now, here's another fact. The two kids that wasn't his, he didn't have a right to kill them. That was somebody else's kids. I can't say if the other two kids had a relationship with their dad. Don't know if they did. Don't know if they didn't. Don't know if the two they had the same dad. Don't know nothing about it. But what I will say is that man didn't have a right to take them kids from that father. Let's just hypothetically speak and say he was active in their life. I'm not gonna say he was because he could have not. They probably didn't have a good relationship. Probably didn't know who he was. So that father probably didn't care at all anyway. I don't know. So I'm just gonna speak and say since I care about my babies mean a lot to me. So you put you took your decision and women, y'all date and y'all bring these men in and bring these men around. And now, not only did the kids have to suffer, if the dad was active in their life, now this dad gotta suffer. Because the dad didn't even ask to meet this guy. The dad and and I'm talking about the two oldest that wasn't his. He didn't even go out and meet this guy and whatever, and say, hey, bam, yam. Your choice again. You can't, and it's not. I'm speaking on just the choices that we all see that was made. You can't say that if she was forced, her choice and decision to date him, marry him, and reproduce with him after he was known already to kill his whole family. You brought the man into your life. A lot of people came. Well, her dad was the one that fought to get him out of prison. Yes, that's true. He did fight to get him out of prison. That is very true. But even though her dad got him out of prison, she still had the decision to date him or not date him. She chose to date him. That was a choice that she made to date him. So she was grown, obviously, when she made that decision because she already had children. when she had made that decision, she already had 2 kids at the time. So, they was younger, obviously. I think they met in '05, '06, and this happened 10 years later, 10, 11 years later, something. So I think them kids was '07, so they were probably like 5, 6 when they met. So she already had 2 kids, you know? So you and your decisions brought all this onto these kids. So now I'm not just saying her, and her is a lot of women make bad decisions based off this dating thing. You can't, I know can't nobody be perfect. I know everybody want love. I get that. But it's like a woman a date or fall in love with a man that's in prison and build this relationship with a man in prison. It's kind of like how I guess people say, let's talk about the passport bros. The ladies get kind of, you hear ladies that get mad about guys that's going overseas and say they dating women overseas, and later, well, if you can't be a good man here in the States, if you was a bad, if you can't be a good man here in the States and you already a bad man in the States, it's only a matter of time them bad tendencies that you as a man have and go over there and meet that woman for her to realize your bad tendencies and understand why you don't have a woman in the States. And she probably leave you. Well, that's kind of the same thing if you look at it. If you as a woman can't find a man out here in the free world, and the world where a man is not going to jail, but you can go and find a man that's locked up in jail, and y'all can build this tremendous relationship and have this great bond. Not saying every guy is bad in jail. I'm not saying that at all. You know what I'm saying? You have to weigh each individual case, because some people it's little small shit things. I mean, you have to weigh each individual case, but so you see women that go in here and they build these jail relationships based, oh, he listened to me. He ain't got nothing but time to listen to you, baby. Yeah, what else he gonna have to preoccupy him? What else he got to occupy him? Okay. He's understanding. Of course, I would understand you if you keeping that money on my books. What I'm team yes to you. Why wouldn't that person be that way? Come on. So you can't compare that to a man out here that's dealing with things, handling responsibilities, and try to compare him to. You can't compare a man that's out in the working world to a man that's incarcerated. And again, I want to make sure I say this again. I'm not saying that everybody that's incarcerated that are bad, because they're not bad people. They're not. They had a bad situation or circumstance, but they're not bad people. And people that's been incarcerated or that are incarcerated will tell you the same thing. It's guys that's been incarcerated or that's incarcerated now that'll tell you, baby, I don't think you should date him. And you like, well, y'all both in jail, or you done been in jail. Yeah, but you might want to listen to me on this one. I don't think he would be the one. Now you grown, you do what you want, but I don't think that would be a wise decision. So if a person that would tell you that that's been in jail or that's in jail telling you, but you still, oh, you're trying to be judgmental. It's not being judgmental. It's just sharing what I done seen and learned and heard and read. I don't think that'll be a wise decision. But if that's what you choose to still do, you are grown. You have the right to do that. But then you can't come back and you get something happen. Somebody, either you now, if you reap suffer the consequences of your actions, that's on you. Not saying that a man shouldn't be putting his hands on you, a man shouldn't be beating on you or this because you want to leave nothing. That's not, but you not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm trying to just point out the fact, you as a grown up made a grown decision. And if you are willing to take the gamble and the chances of dealing with that gentleman or that man or that brother, whichever one you want to say, you want to take that gamble, and you deal with him and unknowing his and he's at this level, since this case about how he killed his second family, and you knew he killed his first family, but you still choose to deal with him, that's on you. But don't pull innocent people into it. And there's no way all them kids was innocent. It's none them, just nothing you can say in the situation. Like, well, the kids did no, they was innocent. They was trying to defend their mama. That doesn't make them guilty of anything. They was trying to defend their mama off the bad decision that their mama made. So again, much care and love and condolences go to her and her family. And I'm sure the granddad he probably feels some type of way because he advocated for this guy to get out. And then in some form, shape, or fashion, he gave his blessings for him to date his daughter. Only for this to happen a second time around. That's a tough pill, man. That's a tough pill. Not saying that a person that ain't never been convicted of anything is innocent. Like the first wife, the first time he got convicted, she was dating him, and she didn't know he was gonna kill her necessarily. I don't know if it was what red flags were there, but let's say he had never did that. She was the first. That's a little different. She didn't know, and unfortunately, she lost her life, and her child lost their life. But this time, you knew this man was capable of doing that, and you still put your kids in harm's way. That's why the question is. So my question is, I would love people to leave in the comments. Why make that decision? Why y'all make them decisions and put other people in a position where they have to suffer the consequences of it because of that decision that you made? And now they got to suffer the consequences of it. Leave a comment, y'all. Let's talk about it. It's your guy, Mailman, bro. We about to get ready to get up out of chill. We about to get up out of here, man. I hope y'all have a great evening, great night, great day, great morning, great year, great life, great everything, man. And much more blessings to you. And just keep on pushing and grinding, man. Hey, I rock with y'all. I love y'all. We up out of chill. Y'all have a great night. Mailman out. Woo.
Hey, it's your vibe, baby. Let's make it right, baby. Mailman, let's go. I love it when you come around.